is I'm going to talk about not only women opening themselves up to being approached and courted and all that. The thing I want to talk about is, and I think it goes back to the big brouhaha, so to speak, about the Cheesecake Factory. I'm not going to talk about the Cheesecake Factory. I'm going to talk about Starbucks. I met a woman just the other day. Met her out, cool chick, seemed like she really had it together. And her and her girlfriends were talking about Starbucks. This guy they were calling Starbucks. You know how y'all do? Y'all call people big head and, tight jeans, shoulders, whatever y'all call guys, y'all put in under the labels in y'all's phone. So she's calling this guy Starbucks. And they were like, have you talked to Starbucks? Have you talked to Starbucks? And if you know me, I'm always out there hanging out, ear hustling. So I was like, Starbucks, are you calling the guy Starbucks? And one of the girlfriends said, yeah, she met this guy. And on the first date, he offered her to go to Starbucks. And she not only told him no, but hell no. And then she blocked him. She blocked him. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. That is hard for me to believe. But she did it. So I said, okay, what was the problem? Were you not attracted to him? She said he was a cute enough guy. And I would have gone to, a nice restaurant with him. And so I said, okay, so he's cute enough for you to spend his money, but not cute enough for you to get to know him over coffee, tea, or desserts or sandwiches, whatever they have at Starbucks. And she said, well, not since you put it like that. I got standards. And I said, well, if his standards are before spending $150, $200 per meal, what if his standards are, getting to know you? Not low budget, not low key. Let's just get to know each other. Let's grab coffee, tea, let's grab lunch, let's have something light and no pressure. No judgment, just something that I can sit down and get to know you and talk without alcohol involved, without a fancy meal involved, where I think people are putting their best foot forward and sending their representative. How about accepting this outing to Starbucks? And she said, no, I think he was being cheap. I said, I'm gonna tell you, I was married for a long time and now I'm seeing someone and we went to Starbucks. And when I got divorced, in order for me to go to a second or third or fourth date with a woman, we had to go to Starbucks first or a coffee shop or somewhere where we just sit down, hang out and be cool and chill and get to know each other organically. And she said, really? I said, yeah, I'm getting married. I'm getting married soon. So to me, a guy, and I'm not saying I'm rich, but I have more than enough money to send or to take someone to a nice fancy dinner. But I would prefer, before what I call sponsoring a date, a meal, a getaway, that we get to know each other without spending a lot of money. And she said, really? Okay, well, maybe I'm rethinking this. So what I said to her was, sis, all I want you to do is consider unblocking Starbucks and, telling him, hey, I've had a chance to think about it. And if he's still available, if he wants to take you to Starbucks or a coffee shop or any other place that's not a lot of money just to get to know you, I suggest you say yes, because that might have been your soulmate you blocked. You might have just said no to the perfect guy for you because you thought it was cheap. She said, nobody's ever said it to me like that. Even though my girls have been on me, pretty hard about this guy we're calling Starbucks. Nobody's ever said it like that. I like the way you put it. So maybe this was my lesson. Maybe we were supposed to be sitting side by side at this busy place for you to overhear, ear hustle, our conversation. And maybe it was for you. And then I told her that I wrote books and she's like, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. She said, I've seen you on Facebook. I've even seen your book. So, okay, I'm going to buy your book and I'm going to listen to what my girlfriends have been telling me. And I'm going to listen to what you said. I'm going to unblock this dude and see if he's still available. And if he wants to take me to, Alpha Coffee, then I'm going to say yes. I said, because even if it's not a love connection, he might offer you the next job or help you get the next job. He might introduce you or be hanging out with a guy that is perfect for you. Even if the guy you're going on a date with don't click. And that's what I want women to understand. You don't have to fall in love with a guy when you're going out on a date with him, or if he asks you out to a place that you want to turn your nose up at. That might be an intersection for good things to happen for you down the line, whether it's with this guy or with someone else. His homie might be your soulmate. He might be your perfect match. You go out to this guy that you call in Starbucks and you find out, yeah, we cool, but we not really feeling each other like that. You see him 3 months, 6 months, 9 months later, and he's with a guy and he's like, oh yeah, she's cool, man. We went to Starbucks. It wasn't a love connection. It wasn't fit, but she's a cool chick. Bam. If he's not your guy, he could certainly introduce you to your guy or a guy who's just better suited for you. So you might even have a good, healthy, long relationship with what I call a referral. It might be a relationship referral that you never saw coming. But if you cutting guys off because they didn't roll out the red carpet on the first date, you might be blocking your own blessing. You might be missing out on your soulmate. So I'm just asking women to consider Cheesecake Factory, Starbucks, whatever. He wants to be involved in getting to know you. I say if you're feeling the same way, let it happen. It doesn't have to be at a lavish, restaurant in order to go all the way. It could go all the way to marriage. It could be 6 months, 3 months, from now that you getting your passport stamped because now he's taking you on a trip, or you guys are having a long weekend out of town, and it all started at Starbucks. That's my point. And the whole point is, don't be so quick to shoot guys down who don't roll out the red carpet for the first date. I'll see you next time. This is Day One, Video One. Victor McLaughlin signing out.